Welcome everybody back to the channel and with more Braves baseball. Here we go. We are headed to Tropicana Field to take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Last time we saw baseball on the channel, the Braves took 2 out of 3 against the Phillies to get their second and third wins of the season, and the Rays are looking to continue winning as they look to better their overall record. One of the hottest hitting teams in the AL right now. Quiet game, but they did lose last night to the Angels as the Angels won in extra innings. So they're back from LA, and Twins win in extra innings as well. McClanahan has been dominant on the mound. Junior Caminero looked good yesterday. And the Rays last 6 games, 5.3 runs a game, 258 average, and 8 home runs. So here you see these last 6 games. They are second in at-bats and 7th in the MLB in runs a game. 7th in RBIs to 32, hits and home runs, 8th and 11th respectively. 8 home runs in their last 6 games. So the Rays came to hit. And Shane McClanahan has looked good in his first 2 starts of the season. 13 2/3 innings pitched, a 1.32 ERA, whip under 1 with 14 strikeouts, and only a 5% walk rate. Acuna is going to start this ball game for Atlanta with a double in the gap. He's not going to start it. He's batting third today, but it is a 2-out double. Trying to continue to shuffle this lineup around to figure out where guys fit into what roles. So Acuna is batting third, Sean Murphy batting fourth, and he's going to pop up behind second base to end the inning. So we'll figure this out. It's up to Eric Fetty to keep this Rays offense in check. He has struggled in his last few starts, the first 2 starts of the season. He's going to struggle once again. Top 1, Travis Jankowski with a leadoff double. And he has been a thorn in our sides. He will continue to be a thorn in our sides. Newest real-life Brave, Han-Sung Kim, is going to hit that one off the wall as Michael Harris could not make the play, and Jankowski had to make sure that it wasn't going to be caught. He scores. Runner on third, 1-0. Bottom 2, Matt Thaiss turns on a pitch to right field. Rays have threatened to go deep, but now they have officially gone deep, and it's a 3-0 Tampa Bay lead. Matt Thaiss with his 3rd home run, and the Rays continue to score. Only 2 runs away from meeting their average as they are up 3-0 against the Braves. So what do we do about Eric Fetty? Well, I'm thinking about letting Schaubert get the next start in the rotation for Fetty. But Shane McClanahan has looked fabulous here to start the game. We are in the 3rd inning. He's picked up a couple of strikeouts, and he will not have a clean inning, as that is going to be a base hit for Ozzie. But still, he has pitched so wonderfully so far. Left on left, Olsen goes down on strike. So he does eventually get 3 strikeouts. So in the 5th, we go. McClanahan only throwing 54 pitches. He's been effective. Jaron Duran pops that one up behind third. Kim is there. And that's the first out. Michael Harris, another lefty, chases a curveball in the dirt. Similar spot, 2 outs, runner on first for Ozzie. Weekly hit to first, and now in the inning. So McClanahan looked amazing here in his start as he goes into the 7th with 1 out, 92 pitches. That's hit the other way, down the right field line, over the wall. Riley gets a double, and that's really all that there is. 4-0 Tampa. Aaron Bummer in the game. McClanahan pitches 7 innings, strikes out 10, and he held the Braves to just a few hits. Travis Jankowski with his 2nd double of the evening. This comes with 2 outs. Here's Kim. He hits it down the 3rd base line. Riley doesn't even attempt to move, and that will be a 5-0 Tampa lead. Yandy Diaz now hits one in a similar spot to Kim's last at bat, and he's going to have a base hit. Kim will stop at second, and it has been another bummer outing for Bummer. He's really struggled. We might have to look at what we do with him, as that's a gapper from Junior Caminero. And that will score 1, and it will score 2, and it is 7-0 Tampa Bay. So this was clearly a game to forget for the Braves. Another blowout, although not as bad as the Phillies game, but still not great. Ezekiel Tovar gets a leadoff base hit to start the 8th inning. Braves only need to score 8 to get a lead. Here's Ozzie now. Garrett Clevenger, he's on for Tampa. Ozzie fouls that one off. So, yeah, I'm thinking Fetty is going to move to the bullpen. I want to see how Shawver does in the start. He hasn't been bad. He's been pretty okay. You know, a lot better than Fetty, in my opinion. I've enjoyed pitching with him more than I have with Fetty. And in real life, the Braves released Eric Fetty. He's with the Brewers in the bullpen. So, a bullpen role might be what's in Fetty's future, as Ozzie pulls that one into right field or left field, and runners in scoring position. Second double of the season. Matt Olson now, trying to get his bat going. Moved him up to third or second. Goes the other way, fouls it off. Watch out, ball boy down there.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Cutter missed outside. I would expect a lot more outside pitches from Clevenger. Hit to right center field. And leaps and can't make the catch. Just missed a home run, did Matt Olson. That'll score 1. Here comes the runner from third. Actually, he'll stay put as the third base coach slams on the brakes. And an RBI double for Olson. Almost had a home run, just missed. Here's Acuna. He had a double to lead off the ball game. We'd take one here. Gets a fastball high in the zone, but can't get the timing sorted out, and it is 0-1. Deep to right. At the warning track as the right fielder makes the catch. Both runners will tag, and it's a 7-2 game.
Hey, he beat it out.
So Acuna brings one home with the sacrifice fly. It's 1 out. Sean Murphy got moved up to the 4th spot. Like I said, we're messing with our lineup, trying to figure out what's working, what's not going to work, and Murphy goes down swinging for the 2nd out. It's going to be up to Drake Baldwin to bring home the run. He's been kind of quiet. He had a relatively quiet Phillies series, and has been quiet tonight so far. Average is at 300. He's 0 for 3, though. So maybe the 5th spot isn't for him. Here comes the runner from third, and if it was anybody faster, we might have had something going there. But that will do it for Game 1. Rays were all over this one. 7-2 is your final score. McClanahan was excellent, going 7, striking out 10. And Garrett Clevenger was the one who gave up those 2 runs in the 8th. Braves were held to just 9 hits. Tampa only 10, but they made the most of their 10 hits. McClanahan gets his 3rd win of the season. Fetty gets his 2nd loss. And to me, you know, that screams Fetty. Like, let's try you in the bullpen and see how that goes. So you can expect in 5 games, or in 4 games, I guess, you can see AJ Smith-Shawver getting a start. I'm also looking at, I think that'll be in Toronto, or maybe at home in Minnesota. Here's around the league. Kevin Gausman looked excellent for Toronto. 2-hit ball of 7 strikeouts and win versus the Orioles. Other than that, Not really much going on. Dodgers finally lose a game. Seiya Suzuki helps the Cubs with 6 RBIs in their win versus the Dodgers. And Spencer Schwellenbach, let's talk about him. He's had a not fantastic start to the season. 0-1, 10 2/3 innings, 6 walks, which is very surprising. ERA over 5, whip at 1.5, really 1.6. Schwelly is struggling. Had a rough start against the Pods, and also had a not so great start against the Phillies. No, not the Phillies. The Marlins? No. I can't remember. Okay. But the point is, he has really struggled. So, we're hoping he can turn it around here. And the Rays send Ryan Pepio onto the mound. He's had himself a decent start to his season. Whip's a little high, but he did get 2 wins. He's gone 6 innings in both of his starts. And again, there's Schwellenbach's numbers in case you missed them. He's looking to bounce back and get win number 4 today. Here's Jarren Duran. He is the leadoff batter today. And he hits that one hard, but right at the center fielder, Jankowski. Unfortunate luck for Duran. Ozzie's up next. He's moved down to the 2. I like batting Ozzie leadoff versus lefties and having him in the 2 hole with righties, because Duran is someone, if you get on base, he can get to third easily. Ozzie to right field off the foul pole. And that is a solo shot for him. Puts the Braves up 1-0. And that's his 3rd of the season. Just what the Braves needed. And another reason why I like Duran batting leadoff is if he can get on, Ozzie can do that. Travis Jankowski had a couple doubles last night, but to start the game tonight, he will fly out to Duran. So both players have flown out to each other. There's a strikeout from Schwellenbach. Palacios is down on strikes. Yandy Diaz now on with 2 men out. And he gets torn up there, or, tied up, I guess. 2 strikeouts to start the game for Schwellenbach. Brandon Lau, playing second for the Rays. I love Brandon Lau. He is such a sneaky good player, in my opinion, and he's going to show that right there with the line drive right over Olsen's outstretched glove into right field. That's all the way to the backstop. Baldwin behind the plate tag for Schwellenbach, and Lau is going to move up to second base on the wild pitch. Not a great pitch from Schwellenbach. You can't really fault Baldwin for not catching that. It was already in the dirt, way outside. Lau didn't even have to really run. He can just jog down to second base. It took him a while to get that ball. Caminero swings and misses at a fastball in the inner half. 1-1. There's a slider in the zone. Excuse me, y'all. 1-2. Grounded to second. Ozzie throws over and makes the play. Runner at third with 1 man down.
Batting 6, the first baseman,
Curtis Mead. Look at y'all. Look at that. 421 average, 1,003 OPS. He has been red hot for Tampa. I don't know if he's playing every day, but if he is, that's pretty impressive. He's going to swing at the first pitch, though, and pop out to Matt Olson. So that's a big second out for Schwellenbach, and the tying run is 90 feet away with 2 men down. So Jankowski is not in center field. It's actually Karsten Misner.
That's a strike.
So I kept that whole...
0-1.
Well, I kept, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Misner in second, or at center field, takes a slider inside. hitting .349 to start the season. Braves seem to always find a way to be in the hunt for like a wild card or even a division. It's crazy what they can do with their players. But that's Matt Olson's busy so far. Flies out, or Misner lines out, and that'll end the inning. Tying run stranded at third. Each team held to one hit, but the Braves have made their one hit pay, and that's courtesy of Ozzie Albies, who's up now.
Ball four.
And
Take your base.
I guess Pepio didn't want to pitch to him. Runner on, no out walk, leadoff walk. Here's Acuna.
Runner.
Ozzie on the move.
No, that's a
Acuna
ball.
takes a ball high.
No,
Ozzie
like-
just gets his hand in there. First stolen base of the season for Ozzie. And that's do we decide to run more as a team? Who knows? But runner in scoring position for Ronald.
2-2.
2-2 as that slider was nowhere near the strike zone. Not even a chance at him to swing. Grounded up the middle. Shortstop Kim throws to first.
He's out.
Ozzie moves to third though. One man down. Sean Murphy is the cleanup batter. He struck out his last time and he is out again Baldwin is the cleanup batter. That was yesterday's game. Baldwin's batting cleanup. He grounds out to second to Lau, and that will bring in a run 2-0. So Baldwin batting fourth and catching. Sean Murphy is not batting fourth. Yandy Diaz cranks that one into right center field. Harris is there, and he gets it in quickly. Good swing from Yandy Diaz, and the Rays have a man on with one out in the bottom of the fourth. Just the second hit allowed by Schwellenbach. But he hasn't had any strikeouts either. That's why we really haven't seen much of him so far. Is because he's just been getting the ball, the Rays batters to hit the ball to people. But this time, they're finding some holes, and it's first and second with one man out. Caminaro to center. Harris doesn't have to move. But for some reason, it drops. He is in a little, radius of the ball, but he lets it drop. We'll say for Cannon that he lost it in the lights in the roof up there. So instead of 1 or 2 outs, it's 1 out, bases loaded. Lazy fly to right. Acuna throws, and the throw is offline. The Baldwin didn't even try. So, Braves defense, lazy?
Now back, center fielder,
How does that happen? So it should be still 2-0, but instead it's 2-1. And here is Cameron Misner. That's hit to left field. Durant, it's going to drop in front of them. Here comes the throw. Here's the runner. And there's going to be a play at the plate, and he is out. What a way to end the inning. Durant keeps the Braves in the lead with that excellent cannon of an arm in left field. And we are ahead by 1. It's 2-1. Could have been worse. Could be tied up. But what a throw from Jarren Duran. Braves have only had 1 hit. That was Ozzie's home run. So we are really just, you can't blame our pitchers for struggling when you only give them 1 to 2 runs because you can only get on base once or twice a game.
That's a ball. Take your base.
It was going to draw a walk. That's Schwellenbach's first walk. 1 out in this 5th. Okay, Jankowski is in right field today. He's been quiet so far. Had 2 doubles last night, but he's 0 for 2 so far. And there's the Rays mascot. He looks absolutely terrifying. I don't want that thing thrusting its hips near me. Ball's on the move. Throw is not going to be in time. Baldwin should have probably just hung on to it, but he decided to make a late throw, and that's Wall's second stolen base of the season. Tying run at second. Jankowski
Ball, no.
takes the ball low.
Ball.
Lots of sliders, lots of fastballs from Schwellenbach this evening. Grounded to, no, actually gets over Ozzie's head. It was in the air. And that will tie the game. Travis Jankowski somehow with a double on a little blooper. That is his third double of the series. I can see why he bats leadoff. If he can make contact and get the ball over, in the outfield, he is off to the races. Stays put there.
Runner!
Jankowski is out! Good throw from Drake Baldwin. So I guess that speed isn't everything. 2 outs now. Palacios takes a slider inside. 2-1. That was pitch number 70 through 4 2/3 innings for Schwellenbach. Game tied at 2. Palacios to left. Duran is there. And I'll end the inning. All squared up at 2 in the 6th. Andrew Wantz is in the game, and he wants to have a clean inning. But Matt Olson says, hang on a second. Or Jaron Duran, I should say, says, hang on a second. And this is why I like having Duran in the leadoff spot. Let me show you. Already, Wantz is using, a sidestep to get a faster pitching motion here, or slide step, whatever it's called. And he's worried about Duran's speed. Ozzie quickly behind 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
But he's gonna try to get him to chase, even with the runner on. So that's Duran's cue. Here he goes. See, ball outside. Chase pitch. Duran steals second. Easy. If Duran could get on base, he'd have more than 4 stolen bases. I'm just waiting to get the pitch that we want. So that was Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Pitch low and away. Even it's low and away, it's still no good. And that's going to be thrown away by the catcher. And that's going to allow Duran to score. So we didn't even have to do anything. He got on base. He stole second. He stole third. And on the throwing error by the catcher, he scores. So if Duran can just get his bat going and find ways to get on base, there would be no problem. Matt Olson, while I'm dying over here, crushes that one into the upper decks. And he hits it out of here to put the Braves up 4-0. Just his second homer of the year, but that will be a big insurance run. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 4-0? I meant 4-2. Okay, we go to the 9th. Now, in the last video, I said Yoel Piamps was going to get the closing opportunity. Well, then why is Dylan Lee in this game? And Dylan Lee is in this game because I forgot that this was the 9th inning. And let me tell you, it might cost me. Riley dives, can't make the play. And the leadoff man is on for the Rays. Left on left. Misner hits that one past Ozzie into right field. And now 2 on, 2 out. Not a great start for Dylan Lee, as he tries to get this random save opportunity. Matt Bice had homered last night. Takes the ball outside. Strike inside. Dylan Lee in hot water. 2-run lead. Runner at second. Runner at first. Classic pitch.
1 ball.
Maybe save that one for the strikeout next time, Dylan. 1-2. Doesn't matter, he got him. Slider away to a lefty. Matt Thice is down on strikes. Big first out. Taylor Walls is up next. He scored the tying run. Takes a high strike. Borderline call goes Dylan's way. Lee has been pretty good and out of the bullpen. I have no real complaints with him. And he gets Walls to fly out to right field. Yeah, I swear I'm directionally challenged. I don't know what the problem is. But 2 big outs. Lineup turns over to Jankowski. 1 for 4 with a double. That's all this man does is hit doubles. Is Jankowski, you know how in my Mariners franchise, if you were around in early 23, Chaz McCormick was like the devil. He's like, Riley has no play.
Yep, he made it.
Jankowski reaches bases for Riley. But Chaz McCormick just destroyed me in MLB 23 and in 24. Is Jankowski the Braves equivalent?
No, that's the ball.
Is he probably wishes he played for the Braves, but instead he's stuck on the Rays. That's what I'm gonna go with. Bases loaded, bottom 9, and it's all on Richie Palacios. Go-ahead run is at first. Got him! Dylan Lee strikes out Palacios to win the ball game, and the Braves beat the Rays 4-2. Matt Olson with the clutch insurance run, and Jaron Duran was able to get on base and score the go-ahead run as well. So, Braves' speed and power gets them through as the Rays out-hit us 11-5, but we come away with the victory. Schwellenbach gets his first win. Andrew Wantz does not get a win. He gets his second loss, and Dylan Lee, for some reason, will get his probably first and only save. Game 3 of Sunday afternoon in downtown St. Petersburg. Looking around the league, Connor Wong is going to the IL for the Red Sox. Yu Darvish and Shota Aminga and Shohei Ohtani all have excellent starts against their opponents, but the Cubs beat the Dodgers again. Okay, so the Dodgers and Cubs, if they meet up in the playoffs, it might not go the Dodgers' way, but the Japanese pitchers are doing quite well. Now, of course, not to diminish Yu Darvish's win, but it is against the Rockies, so, you know. Dean Kramer also has a nice game for the Orioles, going 7 against the Blue Jays. And Chris Sale is on the mound for the Rays. So, let's talk about Chris Sale. I know it says, you know, the Rays or whatever, and how good they're hitting, but I don't care about that. Chris Sale has struggled mightily to start the season. I mean, he was the pitcher of record for that Phillies blowout win against us, that 15-2 or 3 blowout win, and he didn't look good. He did pretty decent against the Padres, but still ended up getting the loss. And then, you know, he pitched against the Dodgers as well, and, you know, was okay, but it's the Dodgers, right? So I don't, you know, but that last game against the Phillies was kind of worrying given his age. And there you guys see 3 starts, 0-3. He's not had a win yet, gotten the loss. 15 innings pitched, 5.40 ERA. So let's hope Chris Sale can turn it around today. Okay, Ozzie continuing to thrive at the top of this the top of this order against Joe Boyle. He's got himself a 1-out double.
The first baseman, Matt.
Matt Olson is up, and he homered his last game. Like I said earlier, he gave us the go-ahead run in the 7th last night, and Ozzie has put himself in scoring position in hopes Matt Olson can drive him in. Olson struggling Trying to get him back on track. Yanks that ball foul. I'm not sure if Joe Boyle wants to throw that pitch again. But 189 average, 591 OPS, abysmal numbers, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, but, you know, everybody kind of struggles to start the season. Another pitch that Olsen probably wants back, a curveball over the middle of the plate. 0-2.
That's a ball.
Checks his swing. And 2. You probably could guess that was going to happen. So Olsen down on strikes, and that's 2 outs, 2 strikeouts to start the game for Joe Boyle. It is going to be up to Sean Murphy back in that cleanup spot today. Let's see what he can do. He's been quiet all series long. Takes the ball inside, towards the knees. 226, 826 OPS though for Murph. 6 home runs already in 15 games. Hits it down the line. Foul.
Ball.
The catcher's glove. 2-1 hitters count.
Ball.
Doesn't want to pitch to Murphy. But Drake Baldwin is our best hitter, and he is on deck. At least our best hitter, average-wise. I think Ozzie is making a case, though. Ozzie, Nacho, and Drake have been very nice surprises this year so far. Murphy's been nice to see some power out of him. Everyone else, Acuna's been fine. Murphy goes down, swinging, had a 3-1 count and just couldn't do anything with it. Joe Boyle flirts with danger, but gets out of it. No score. But yeah, Ozzie, Acuna, or Ozzie Baldwin and Nacho Alvarez have been excellent surprises. Acuna's been what you expect. Off of Olsen's glove. Again, what is happening with this defense? Murphy's had nice power. I'd like to see something better from everyone else. Olsen takes it to the bag himself to end the inning. Olsen has been busy out there all series long, it seems like. Friday he had a lot of fielding opportunities. Today he's got a lot. So. Ryan De La Cruz in his first at-bat hits it almost out of here, but it is off the wall. And he has a leadoff or a 1-out double. So Brian De La Cruz getting the start today out in left. Verdugo getting the start in center. And his first at bat of the whole season is a double. Off the pitcher. And Ryan Bliss is going to make it. Bliss is playing at third as well for Ozzie. Boyle is going to be attended to by his catcher and the trainer, and he will be okay. Corners, 2 outs for Nacho. In the right, in front of Jankowski. And that's going to bring in a run. So 1-0 Braves lead as Alvarez Jr. continues to have a great start to his season. He's going to have to play over Tovar. I mean, yeah, his defense maybe isn't as good as Tovar's, but he is showing, hey, I need to be in the lineup every day. Acuna to third base, and that will end the inning. But again, Nacho, really impressed so far. Matt Olson hits it high and deep and gone into right center field. And there you go, folks. 3rd homer of the season. His 2nd of the series. And Olson makes it 2-0.
The center fielder, Alex
Verdugo.
Verdugo.
Started a game before this. We gave Duran the night off, and I think the second
That
game
got
against the Phillies. And Verdugo will reach first on a hit by pitch.
The third baseman,
Ryan Bliss had a single to start his game.
Bliss.
He's another guy that I just, when it comes to players on my bench, I love to have, I don't want to say high contact, because I mean his contact's not like insanely high, but I do like to have guys that have higher contact numbers and vision than anything else, because they do stuff like this. So Bliss 2 for 2. Nacho hits it hard past the sliding shortstop, and Nacho's gonna drive in another run. 3-0. Another RBI single for Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Runner, he's going.
He's on the move now. Let's see if he can steal a base.
Full count.
Okay, he can't. Okay, but that's okay. I don't mind sitting him there. I feel like why not give him a shot. 3-2 to Ozzie. First base is now open. Ozzie, man, that would have been perfect if Alvarez hadn't been out, but he will fly out to the warning track to end the inning. Matt Olson back up again in the 5th. Already homered his second time up. Struck out his first time up. Joe Boyle out of the game. Sales still pitching a shutout. Olson to straightaway center field. High, deep, gone into the batter's eye. His 4th, his 2nd of the game, and his 3rd of the series. And it makes it a 4-0 Braves lead. Nice to see this offense score some runs. I feel a lot more confident about being able to climb out of this deficit. On to the 9th. Chris Sale's still out there.
That missed. That's a ball.
He has looked
1-0.
excellent so far as he's working on a shutout.
Hit it right. 1 and 2's the count.
26 pitches. Palacios down 1-2. Grounded to Alvarez. Plants and throws.
He's out.
To end the inning, to get the first out. Yandy Diaz now, 1 for 3.
Hut.
Change up for a strike. 0-1. Softly to center. Acuna's not going to get there. Verdugo will back him up though, and that's a double.
He's safe.
Okay then. Sure. Alright, well that's annoying. But I mean, it's just hit high in the air and no one can get it. So a double. Here's Brandon Lau.
No,
Pitch number 100 is a pitch outside for a ball. 1-0. Fouled off 1-1. 0-50. For against lefties. That's okay. Well, Brandon Lau's not necessarily known to be a lefty killer, so that makes sense to me. But he's got a 2-2 count. There's a double barrel action in their bullpen in case Sale is just too tired. A kind of an excuse me swing. Takes it to the bag, Olsen does himself. And Diaz will move up to 3rd. And it's all up to Junior Caminero to keep this game alive for the Rays. Ball 1, change up misses low. Junior with a .357 average with runners on base in scoring position. Hit to center. Verdugo back. Throws up the glove. Can't make the catch. It's over his head. So the shutout is no more. And it's an RBI double for Caminero. So I should have done this to begin the game. And those doubles by Diaz and Caminero kind of confirmed that for me, but I knew better. Michael Harris is going to be a defensive replacement for the last batter of the game. Hopefully, knock on wood, last batter of the game. And it's Curtis Mead. Averages down to 360. It was 420 something last time, and he just misses a home run down that short left field wall. You ever have random baseball memories stuck in your head that you just don't know why you have them? Like, I will never forget some random ass catch Sam Fold made in Tampa. Every time I play at the Trop, I think about it. Anyways, Chris Sale gets the win. Doesn't get the shutout, unfortunately, but hey, a win's a win. Finally gets his first win of the season. Pitches 9 innings, and that'll do it, you guys. Next time on the channel, when you see the Braves, we'll be in Toronto to take on the Blue Jays. If you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as Nacho Alvarez, Drake Baldwin, and Ozzie Albies head out to Toronto, up the border. And hopefully we'll continue our winning ways as we work our way up to 500. With all that being said, I'll catch you guys then. Take care.